Give me 3 good cuts with that.
Is it ready?
Cool.
Did you start it all?
Yeah, I just started. Yeah, I just ran it.
That's
All right, now I'm going to throw that chain set up on my other one.
Felt good.
Which one feels faster?
This one's torquier.
Yeah.
We don't know what's fat. I don't know.
Yeah, so whenever I tested them before, what happened was I was pushing so hard on the 562, and then I believe I bent over the cutters, and then tried that one. So I think that one's still fast. Okay, so that answered a question that likely none of you guys had. Oh, the screen is just blurry now. Oh. Anyways, I've had it ever since I did my test from a while back, and the 562 was able to beat that Jonsered 2165. I never fully bought it. I believe, if I remember correctly, you can go back and watch that video of the 562 XP versus the Jonsered 2165. And you'll see me going, I guess it's faster. I never would have guessed that. But anyways, what happened was I can remember the chain that I was using was the chain that Jeff had sharpened for me. And the rakers were not short enough. And so to get it to eat, I was pushing really hard. And I did the 562 first. And I pushed like crazy on it. And I got whatever time I got. But then I switched it out to the 2165, and because I was pushing so hard, I continued to push hard on the Jonsered, but because I pushed so hard with the 562, oh, thanks, sweetie. She only did that because I'm recording. Otherwise, she would have yelled at me. She's mean, hateful. But it bent over my cutters. And I knew that, like, 3 weeks later, a month, 2 months later, because I took that chain and I sharpened it. And whenever I did, I noticed that the cutters were bent over. And I did mention that in another video. I was like, hey. But anyway, so this is me just going back. And Nate, I wanted it to be in an unbiased set of hands and a really good operator. And that was Nate. If you guys don't know him, that is Nate Blakesley. One of you guys mentioned how he was a good smooth operator in the last video you saw him in. He's a smooth operator. Yes, I'm going to start calling him Sade. Anyways, he's a very good operator. Very, very good operator. And so I was like, yeah, let's put both the saws in his hands. He doesn't care which one wins or loses. Because I had a little vested, I was like, that Jonsered's faster than that 562. Even though I prefer running that 562, I do. I totally prefer running it over the Jonsered just because it's got auto tune and it's a little bit lighter, it's a little bit more compact. I like it a shitload. Fast isn't always king, but anywho. Yeah, 0.7 of a second in that cut. So, what is that? That's about 10. Well, it's less than it's about 15%. I can't. There's no way I'm going to be able to get this correct because it was 5.73. and the Husqvarna 562 got it in 6.43. So we're going to divide it by 6.43. And so that's like 11% faster. That sounds about right. So the Jonsered, if you did it the other way, I don't know which is right. I don't know. You got 6.43 divided by 5.73. And that would be 12%. Either way, it's pretty close. It's 11 or 12% faster than the 562 XP. So, Jonsered for the win. But it's got 5 more CCs. It's a known platform. And anyway, so I'm selling that saw, that Jonsered. It is a good runner. I have dynoed it. I think it produced like 7.2 or 7.4 horsepower, which is just a good work saw. That's all it is. It's a really good work saw. And the reason why I'm selling it is because I have another one that I will be building it and hopefully making it more of a race saw. Hopefully, we will see what I can do. So far, my race saws are just really good work saws is all they are. But yeah, if you want to buy that saw, it is in excellent condition. $700. It has nothing wrong with it. It's perfect and ready to be shipped out as it is. And the reason why I don't want to go further with that one is very simple. The other one, I thought it was stolen because it didn't have a tag on it. Well, I did search and all that stuff, and it's not stolen as far as I can tell. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to push forward with it. And I like the idea that I thought at one point it was stolen, and so it's going to be called Hotness. And I want to make it hotter, and you know, I'm goofy like that. So it is what it is, and I have no shame. I literally want to get rid of this 2165 so that I can build another one and in my head be morally appropriate in calling it Hotness. It's so stupid, I know, but yeah, that's where I'm at. So if you want this 2165, email me at bodiechainsaws at gmail.com, and the email address is in my about section on the YouTube page. And $700 will get you a saw that it ain't gonna win Sawfest unless everybody else fucks up. But I mean, it sure as hell isn't gonna embarrass you. It's I did the math as best I could, but at Sawfest we were cutting, I think, 10-inch rounds. These are little 8-inch squares, and so 12% faster than my 562 would have probably gotten me into the top 10 of the 4-cube class at Sawfest. So, yeah. So it's good. It could use a little bit more, probably if you wanted to get, if you wanted to see more speed out of it, probably what it needs is those uppers need to be, the upper transfers need to be worked on a little bit. Back whenever I was porting that, I did not have my Lucky Dog Contra handpiece from Shankar, and that right there really allows you to do a much better job, much better job on the uppers. I don't think I touched the lowers at all on this, so it has room for improvement if you wanted to go back in there. But otherwise, I mean, just use it as a firewood saw. I mean, it works great, and take it to Sawfest and race it. I mean, the thing runs stellar. So, anywho, I need to do what Killinger has done. Killinger, he has a Etsy page. Maybe I need to start an Etsy page and just put a bunch of saws that I'm getting rid of. I do want to get rid of a lot of saws. The fact that I have an overflow of saws that don't fit on that big shelf up top is kind of goofy. And I want to continue to purchase more saws. I mean, just having them sit on the shelf is not as fun as buying. I like to hunt and find them and go, oh, yeah, and get that, build that and stuff. But so I do have some saws I want to get rid of to pass on to help me. We're starting to get the shop set up. Things are starting to normalize here in New York, and so I need to consider getting back onto my dyno build. I have other things that I want to do, and selling saws will help fund that.